Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bienvenue to the craziest trip, most impossible trip ever. 250 different roller coasters.
At least.
40 parks. 21 days. We're getting on Conda, the new Mega. We're getting on Ride to Happiness. We're getting on Fly.
G-Force.
The only Vekoma flyer.
Abyssus.
G-Force. We're getting
Zadra.
Abyssus. Zadra.
Wait, the only Vekoma flyer.
The only new gen Vekoma flyer in the world.
Launch flying coaster, period.
Yes, the only launch flyer. And it starts off here in France at Fete Des Loges.
And we're getting on a Schwarzkopf.
Yes, our trip that would begin here just outside of Paris would bring us 100 hours of driving in the same car across 8 countries in hopes of reaching 250 different roller coasters within that 21-day span. Throughout this journey, I hope to give you insights into what parks I enjoyed and what parks I would skip if I were to do it all over again, as well as some ride reviews and plenty of POVs and on-rides. From France to Germany, through Austria, Czechia into Poland, then back up the north through Germany, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, and eventually back to Paris, France, where the trip would conclude. Fete Des Loges is a fair that takes place just outside of Paris in July through mid-August and would be our first stop of this trip. The fair is most notably home to a Schwarzkopf Jet Star as well as the USA band Tagada ride, which we've all eagerly been waiting to ride. Entrance is free to the fair like most European fun fairs. However, in Europe, fun fairs are mainly different showmen per ride, so unlimited ride bands aren't a thing over here, and searching for coaster credits within fairs gets expensive quick. If you wish, you can technically take a train and tram to the fair from Paris, since parking was a bit of a joke down a small, long, one-way dirt road and almost impossible to leave since you run into a massive bottleneck. Luckily, we got out without a scratch on the rental. The Schwarzkopf Jet Star, operated by what we can only assume was the owner's son, who was really having a good time, was the first coaster of this trip. From the legendary Anton Schwarzkopf, one of the most renowned coaster designers ever, this portable model that had more than 10 duplicate models manufactured beginning in the 60s used to be seen along the Jersey Shore, Coney Island, Knoebels in Pennsylvania, and other spots around the world. However, there are just few left operating today.
I have a cramp in my foot.
What in the name of Schwarzkopf?
My seatbelt came off. Oh no! Oh, we're back! I'm gonna put my head on the support. Put my head on the support.
The Schwarzkopf delivered in every way possible. It had scary head choppers, really great speed, terrifying turns, low to the ground. It was great. And the Ghost Train was up next with a fun little queue with some challenging obstacles before the cart ride through the dark began.
Terrifying. Scariest thing ever. It's so loud, that was awful.
And from here to the next credits at the fair.
Oh god, I'm gonna get crushed. I'm on the outside. I'm in the lateral.
Oh yeah.
Is this the chat company, Austin?
I don't know.
Look at the lift so it's turning 3 times. Oh my god.
third credit of the trip, a Mondial coaster, but for some reason this coaster has duct tape shoulder restraints, and I don't believe it usually has these. It was very uncomfortable, and I don't know why it has them, so that's comforting, I guess.
I had a little bit of airtime. Oh my god. Hard shoulder harnesses. Ow! Oh my god. Ouch.
After that death trap Jeep, it was finally time for the Tagada. This fair ride, outlawed in the USA and Australia, is one you can usually find in the European fair circuits. It's a wild ride where you sit in a large metal bowl and get thrown around. Simple enough. But be careful, the ride operators sometimes make it seem as if the ride is over, only to jolt the ride again and have everyone fall over. Like right here, you can actually see me just push someone off the seat so I can stay on myself.
Ça va glisser, attention. Aïe aïe aïe. Les premières par terre, ça commence. Hop là. Ça y est, on a des cascadeuses ce soir. Attention les filles, ça dégringole. Panique à bord. Aïe aïe aïe, ça glisse hein. Allez, c'est parti, les premières par terre. Attention, ça commence. Aïe aïe aïe. Panique à bord du voyage.
Well, I guess you could say our first visit to a European fair was short-lived but successful, as we had a couple-hour drive that night. Fete Des Loges was a small fair and just what we needed to get us excited for what was to come along this trip of a lifetime. It was time to hop into the car and head to a park with some newer mock products, Nigloland, the next morning. The one and only Alpina Blitz and the brand new Krampus, followed by the Cedar Point Raptor clone at Walligator, France. It is a busy day, so until next time, see ya.